Today on The Dish, our life hack expert Olivia joins us on set. Don't miss their table talk on pageants. Plus, we have our community connection champion who is using her gifts to bless others. It's all happening on The Dish with your host, Anna Christina.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Dish. I'm your host, Anna Christina. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that everybody traveled to and from safely after this past weekend's holiday. Guess what? It's already Friday. First Friday, you know what that means? Well, today it's a different co-host. Joining me on set is our life hack expert.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Right.
Olivia Womack. What's going on, girl?
Just getting geared up for Miss Georgia USA.
That's right.
Miss Texas USA just happened. So
I know. So Labor Day weekend has always been really special because it will remain my anniversary from when I won Miss Texas USA. And so speaking of, you're about to compete.
Yes.
Coming up in 2 months, right?
I know. My dad keeps the countdown running for me. He's like 14 weeks, 12 weeks, 10 weeks. So
make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's funny though because my dad was the exact same way. When I competed for years before I won. So I always like telling people that because it's a big part of my story. It took me 5 years to win Miss Texas USA, and once I won, my dad has always been supportive of everything I do, but I played sports and everything, and so it was always mainly sports. And so when I got into pageants, he kind of didn't know what to do. So my 5th year, it was all or nothing.
Right.
Like, he was so serious about it. And for Miss USA, he would send me pictures like, hey, check out Miss Michigan USA, file picture number 52. Look at her abs. You need to go there. You need to get
this
there.
trainer.
Yes.
Do whatever you have to do. Yeah.
So I'm sure your dad has been the same way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my dad, he's probably watching this, but he has
Hey, Dad.
4 daughters, and he grew up and was like All-American, did 3 sports a year, and then he gets us, and we're all relatively girly. Some of my sisters did softball, so pageants at first he was like,
wait, what? What are we doing?
What is this? This is total girl, like pretty dresses, the makeup, the hair and everything. But he is your typical pageant dad now, wants to be there for everything, getting the dress. We do swimsuit checks, and he's
Which
through
is
the whole
great.
thing.
I think that parents, no matter what your children do, it's important that you support them 100%. And I want to say this because I feel like pageants have always had a negative connotation. And I just think that they are super beneficial for women. They aren't just about the glitz and the glamour. I feel like had I not done Miss Texas USA, I would not have the job that I have now to be able to come in. I'm super blessed to be able to come in every Friday to people's homes and talk about fun things, but it's really because of the training that I went through that I was able to now have an opportunity at a job like this. I was super quiet when I was little, which I think surprises people.
And like she's told me before, whenever she was in your communications, you like hated the on-air time, which is crazy because you're so good at it.
Well, the only reason why I did it, and my professor, if he were to see this, he would laugh. I actually cried in my video production class because I'm not tech savvy. And so the way of getting out of all of the technical stuff, I said, I'll be on camera. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, what did I just do?
Yeah.
And so it was kind of, that is where I decided, okay, maybe there's something there. And then I continued to compete for Miss Texas USA, and I won and was able to compete at Miss USA, which takes you to just it's another platform for you to be able to advocate for the things that you want to advocate for. Mine specifically was ovarian and breast cancer. I lost my mom to ovarian cancer when I was 18. So it's something that I took very seriously. And so because of that, we're going to put Miss Olivia on the spot over here. I know that you are competing for Miss Georgia USA, and every girl has a story.
Right.
What is yours? What is the one thing that you would like to serve doing?
Right. So, like you said, every kind of pageant has a platform that they give you where you get to talk to elementary school kids, schools, and even sometimes businesses. And something that's really important to me and to my family is inclusion. And it's always been specifically people with special needs. I have a nephew with Down syndrome, and so knowing the importance of him being included in the mainstream classroom and then into the workforce, having people with special needs represented in the workplace, that's what I would really like to advocate for. And even beyond that, in a more general sense, it would just be in the schools, going and telling kids that you need to include everybody around you, even if they believe differently or look differently, if they have a different disability, whatever it may be. Everybody wants to be loved and included and accepted. And so it's so important to teach kids that, because sometimes you get on your phone and you aren't aware of everything around you and what everybody is feeling, and it's so easy to neglect those. And your community is so important, and so teaching kids that at a younger age, I think, will then translate into adulthood, and then you have them being more accepting adults, and I don't know, the dream world. But
but I totally agree with that. And I think that inclusion is extremely important, and that's something that you have had a passion for even before. I know your nephew is how old now?
He's going to be 5
He's going to be
next
5.
month.
Oh my goodness.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, but so even before that, I was able to judge one of the pageants that you put together at Grace Baptist.
Yes.
And that was an inclusion pageant.
Right.
Tell me about that.
So for our senior projects at Greenbrier, we do, you can really do like a work-study program, or you can do an event, you can build something. There are tons of options. And so I wanted to do a pageant for girls with special needs. At that point in my life, my mom and I were both really involved in inclusion, and I knew, like you've said, the benefits of pageants and how much fun it is. And most girls want to get dressed in a pretty dress and do hair and makeup. And so I wanted to give them an event that was catered to them, and having a wheelchair accessible ramp and a space where they can get changed comfortably, and just making the day all about them and letting them shine on stage.
Isn't she great? There's no reason why she can't be Miss Georgia USA, and she's representing Augusta. We're so excited for her. She's not going to go anywhere. Neither am I. Neither are you. When we come back, we're going to go over events happening in the community. We'll be right back.